Hey Transformers fans, welcome to San Diego Comic-Con 2026. I am Nate, of course with me is Evan.
Nice to meet you.
We are so excited to be here and talk about everything that we're about to talk about on the panel. So for those of you who are not able to attend in person, we wanted to make sure you still got all the information, all the reveals, all the sound bites, so it feels like you guys are here. Really excited to the panel. We have some amazing reveals, incredibly excited. But first, we're just going to open up with our con exclusives, which we've already revealed, but literally people behind us right now, the feedback has been really positive, seeing what the comments are online. So really excited about these. But first, we have our Blaster and KP cassettes.
Yep. We have Glitz, Sundor, and Rosanna, along with our Blaster. Specifically decoed as a collaborative between Gem and the Hologram.
That's right.
So this was obviously super fun. This was actually one of your ideas that you came to. Yeah. And we were so excited to kind of work on this. Worked with Tomo-san. So we added in a bunch of new accessories for the Blaster. We gave him a new head. We gave him a converting guitar into a guitar, which was 100% all accolades go to Tomo on that. That was his idea.
I didn't even know that was Tomo's idea.
That was his idea for sure. What Tomo is great at taking an idea and taking it to 1000%, which is what we wanted for this. So it comes with a microphone, and then obviously Glitz, Sundor, and Rosanna are rather rare cassettes, so we wanted to kind of incorporate them into this pack, and we thought folks would really enjoy that.
People cannot get enough cassettes, so we're getting me more cassettes. Seekers also, so don't worry, more coming there. So that's our first one. Our next one up is one that Mark worked on.
Yes, with Koki-san.
Yeah.
So, who worked on the original Deluxe Optimus Prime figure and also the Mini Jazz right here. So this is obviously a take on the old canceled serial.
I'm unclear on if it actually ever released. I don't think it did. I'm sure someone will correct me, but
if anybody has some, don't eat it now. Yeah, because I imagine it doesn't taste good. But
none comes with this one as well. The packaging is just so good that the number of people is like, oh my gosh, you guys are still... No, not quite. It's actually, I would say, better than that. It comes with the toys.
It does give you a proper cereal box unboxing experience. Huge shout outs to Amy, our package designer on this one.
And Andrew. Yes, package design actually comes in a cereal bag in the middle. It's so cool. Kind of core-like scale, not exactly core scale, and this is not a repurposed jazz. This was specifically tooled just for this one, all newly tooled. And then the adjustments that Mark made for the Optimus itself, which was off of the Legacy Deluxe.
Comes with an animation head. And then obviously we have that wonderful inkjet printing trailer with the Transformers logo on the side. And everybody's been calling that Mini Jazz, and it's been everybody's favorite thing in the office. Everybody keeps stealing Mark's samples, I think. So
might have been me.
Well, it's a very fun scale. Maybe we'll do something with it in the future.
I would love to. I'd love to do a couple more of these, but you guys let us know what you think. Love the core scale. I know we moved away from it, but I think there's still a lot of fun there.
Core adjacent, as
core adjacent. So before I forget, so obviously these we have quantities here, but for those of you who are not able to attend, there will be quantities on Pulse in the near future. I don't have the date on me, but these will be available for pre-order as well on Pulse. So don't worry if you're not here, you'll still get a chance to get both of these exclusives. We're actually going to get into a collab, and this is the first time we've done something like this. This is 3 items for Monster Jam, which I think is the idea of a converting monster truck. I think is so cool, and something that I know people have been talking about. Like,
they've been asking us for a very long time.
Especially once we came out with Hot Wheels, it felt like a very natural progression. But here you've got 2 of the very first 2 targeted for our younger consumers. So of course you have Megalodon and El Toro Loco. So simpler articulation, simpler steps of conversion. So again, and lower price point. So making sure that this is really approachable for a lot of our younger consumers who are still love monster trucks, aren't necessarily looking for the 20+ steps of conversion. So we want to make sure this was really accessible for them. But we know that our diehard fans...
Well, before you jump into that real quick, I'm just going to jump in. I'm covering for Brian on these.
Right,
and
Brian.
Also Ajima-san, who worked on these items. So they are very cool. Brian handles most of our collabs.
90%,
90% of our collabs. So I just wanted to make sure that he
absolutely,
got the
thank you.
Shout out. Now you may.
Now for the fan item. So we thought what would be perfect for the more adult collector, more like our typical collabs. So of course, this is Gravedigger, inspired by the Grimm figure that Monster Jam has done previously. Again, so this has the articulation, the posability, the deco on this is wild. It is incredible. The flames that Brian got across here are incredible. I love the scythe put together accessory, which is really cool. Comes with blast effects as well.
Yeah.
Super excited about these. These are Amazon exclusives, which will be going on pre-order very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. But 3 collabs, 1 brand. Again, a great opportunity to get some younger fans here. So love these.
Big shout out to Yuki-san over at Takara Tomy, who worked on this figure with Brian. As you said, dream pairing turned into a fantastic figure.
So good.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorites.
Yeah. It's a very unique design. It's not something we get to do all the time.
Yeah.
So
again, on some more exclusives, this is Walmart. So this is kind of part of a Energon surge kind of theme here for our friends over at Walmart. A lot of people also kind of riffing off of reformatting. Obviously, I think a pretty easy get from the 86 series. So a couple of deep cuts that Mark came up with.
Yes, he took this concept and he ran with
it. Yeah, he really did.
And yeah, the joke internally is that we call this immersion therapy because we know that some people are a little hesitant on clear plastic. Well, here are figures that are 90% clear plastic, but man, do they look good.
Yes, they look fantastic.
Yeah.
And this is Cybertronic and Cybertread. So we have a Decepticon and an Autobot at our deluxe scale.
Yes.
But we also have, of course, Optimus Prime and Megatron, Good and Evil, at our Voyager scale.
Absolutely.
So really love these redecos. I think these look absolutely fantastic. We were literally just talking about before this. Was like, we should probably do the reformatted Megatron from 86 as well. That we did in Red Series, I think like 5 years ago or something like that. But I don't think we've ever actually done them in Studio Series.
No, not so much. Why do that when we can do this mold for the 30th time?
That's right.
So,
what are you talking about?
Yeah. But yes, perhaps in the future we'll explore that. We'll see. But these turned out to be fantastic. Yeah. Mark did a fantastic job on them. We hope you enjoy them.
This is probably one of the items I get the most questions about.
Yes.
It's like, hey, remember that fan vote you guys did last year? Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Remember that thing you guys did? Like, is that actually still real? So, of course, we have Shockwave, which everyone has termed Shockwhale.
Yeah.
But we haven't updated here with the 3D CAD, and I'll hand it to you on this one.
Well, so this is actually our first model. So I worked with Tomo-san over at Takara Tomy. We took the drawing that has been passed around that I sketched up, and he took the idea and he ran with it. We've updated some things, obviously. We made it so that his fins can actually be removed now, and now they're like the diver boot knives. That they always pull
that's
out.
awesome.
Yeah, but he has his whale mode. He actually comes with a display stand as well so that he can be posed out doing all the whaleness that you do.
That.
Yeah, we will have further updates on this guy right now. Obviously, what you're seeing is a gray model, so colors to be determined. Please stay tuned for future updates.
And I think this is the first time we revealed the actual scale that we landed on.
Oh, yeah, he's leader.
He's leader. Yeah, I think there was a lot of discussion, and honestly, there was a lot of discussion amongst the fans, but also for us. We were thinking Voyager to go out with, but the more we talked about it, we're like, well, we love the inspiration or some of the inspiration from the Energon universe comic, when obviously Shockwave has some interactions with the whale wildlife. Yeah, exactly. But love this figure. Can't wait to continue to see some developments. And this is coming in 2027, so this is a very early sneak peek.
Yeah.
Probably second half 27, the way we're looking at it right now. But more updates to follow. But wanted to make sure we cover this one off at Comic-Con here. But we're not done yet, so moving on to 30th anniversary for, this is Pulse exclusive. This is the second part of our 30th anniversary celebration of Beast Wars.
Yes.
And of course, you guys probably are not surprised. If we did a Predacons pack, you're probably going to get a Maximals pack.
Exactly. So these two packages, which we will show off in the future, actually can combine together to form a scene, which is, again, huge shout out to Amy for putting that together. It turned out to be fantastic.
So good.
But yes, these are the dramatic capture versions, or not dramatic capture, the premium finish versions from Takara Tomy, all packaged together in one place. Who doesn't love the Beast Wars stuff?
Right.
Like, obviously, for the 30th anniversary, this was some people's first, so we wanted to make sure to celebrate to give them as animation accurate deco as we could, which Takara Tomy already made. So that's why we packaged them all together.
Yeah, and this is going to be a fall of course, this year for the 30th anniversary. So stay tuned for this one. Moving right along, we're going to talk about probably, if it's not the number one, maybe the number two. I'm going to call it my personal number one reveal that we have. And this is an early sneak peek of Shredhead from Energon Universe. Again, when we first saw him on the pages, we're like, Okay, so how soon are we going to do this guy? So this is again a very early sneak peek for 2027. This is also a Pulse exclusive.
It is.
But really, I mean, this one just turned out unbelievable.
DWJ approved, thankfully.
Yes, we literally just showed them.
Yeah,
I haven't just walked them through it.
Yes, and what you're looking at right now are renders actually from my deco sheets, which is why they are not posed out. So we are obviously still very early in development. Worked with Hasui-san on this, and he loved this character, so this was great to do. But actually, I think what people are going to be waiting to see is actually on the next slide, which I think we're very excited to show off that, yes, we made sure to get the wonderful mural on the side. We literally ripped it from the pages and we're putting it on there. So it will be inkjet printed, and we also made sure that he will have it on the shield as well. Yeah, he is a big, beefy Voyager. He's just a good figure, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Please stay tuned for further updates. We'll be making sure to update you with more poses and things like that in the future.
And all newly tooled.
All newly
tooled. This is not a partial of the van from Stranger Things that we did, either one of them.
We do a lot of vans.
Not a Ratchet, not an Ironhide. This is a completely all newly tooled. I think we've kind of been hinting at it. People, when do you do Shredhead? What if you could partial? I was like, no, like forget that. We're going to do it all newly tooled. And real quickly, so you can see that what turns into a shield, the top is actually removable. So when you actually pose it out in its alt mode, if you want, you can remove that. And you can just have the flat black there as well.
You have to keep the shield on.
Oh, you got to keep the shield on.
It's okay. You haven't had a chance to play with it.
I have not had a chance to play, but we will have the actual model here on display.
Yes.
Which I'm very excited. I'm sure after our panel, you're going to see tons of photos. We're going to put that in the display case, so you'll see all the details on it. I'm sure probably Evan or myself will post up some close-ups as well from instead of just behind the glass. More Energon universe to come, but we wanted to make sure that because this has been such a big ask that we show this early, and again, what better time to do it than right here. Now to Age of the Primes. So this is going to be the first wave and the last wave of Age of the Primes in 27 for Deluxe. So we have two limbs for Nexus Prime, which I know you guys have been very patient. Thank you very much. Skyguard and Breakaway. Again, these are all four of these are marked. And then we also have Alpha Bravo, and then continuing to do G2 Stunticons with Wild Rider. The Wild Rider, I think I literally saw for the first time today when we were setting it up, and it looks fantastic.
You couldn't stop putting it down. Or picking it up, and then you were like, oh, dang. And then you would work on something, you'd be like, oh, dang. And it was really cool.
And we're going to continue, no surprise. We will finish the G2 Menasor. I know Takara Tomy did a multi-pack, but we're also going to be doing our versions, individual releases, so more to come. Yes, we will get to G2 Menasor as well.
This is obviously the redeco wave, but it's putting out there a lot of the characters people have been expecting and waiting for. So I know I've been waiting for Alpha Bravo for my Superion forever, so this will be
exactly.
But moving on.
But now on to Studio Series. I know we've been giving a lot of love to 86. We do still have some more 86 stuff to reveal later this year. That's not, reveal-wise, that's not our focus here, but we do still have some awesome stuff. So we do want to take a pause. So on introducing Generation 1 into Studio Series, we want to talk a little bit about that. So provide some context to how we kind of came to that decision.
Well, we decided that Studio Series was sort of evolving to encompass all of entertainment and trying to be accurate to that. And the lines needed to be better divided, right? So we realized that Legacy/Generations is now our sandbox, where we're exploring either new characters or new form factors, or maybe just bringing back other characters that were just toys and weren't featured in any entertainment. And then Studio Series exists as an area where we just focus on the entertainment characters. So, obviously, we have a breadth of characters that people have been waiting for from Generation 1, and we are happy to dive into that. The Seekers, in particular.
That's right.
Just because everybody has been giving us their recommended list of flavors that mold could come in. Because everybody has been loving our 86 Thundercracker.
I love the Skittles reference.
Oh, yeah,
the
Skittles
Seekers. That's probably my favorite I've seen so far. But to clarify, this is not something that we're going to try to use as far as the definitive figure. This is not something that we're looking to great, we're going to redo everything you have in your 86 collection. That is not at all what we're trying to do. This is simply adding in characters that we'll get into the next. Actually, well, we'll pause on this one because I do want to talk about made to order. Wait about 30 seconds and we'll talk about one of our first G1 86 characters. Again, I'm trying to remember the flow here. But again, this is not about redoing all the figures. This is not about making Studio Series synonymous with Generation 1 all day, every day.
No.
We will still continue to look at other pieces of content, including Bayverse, including...
Which you will see later in this presentation.
Exactly. But yeah, so hopefully that provides a little bit of clarification. You will see in 27, just to be clear, you will continue to see some, like for example, you will see some Armada in our Generations line. 28 is where we really have the distinct departure from Studio Series becomes all things content, as far as so TV shows, comic books, all those types of things, and then 28 really distinct lines. Because it kind of blurred a little bit over the years, and so that 28 is really where you're going to see that. Because you're probably going to see some stuff in 27, be like, I thought they said they were doing it. It's like it's more of a 28 thing, and we'll have a really clean start in 28. But again, we're not looking to just redo every single figure. I promise you. So we have the made to order, the very first Generation 1 pack, and again, I think this is pretty simple concept. Seeing a lot of positive feedback. Again, all this is
everybody has a favorite color and version of the secret mold. And so we have packed together 4 of the favorites that have the last name of Storm. We internally call this the Storm pack. So this is Sunstorm, Nova Storm, Ion Storm, and Acid Storm. Pick your flavor.
That's right.
But yeah, obviously we did differentiate the colors a little bit more just to make sure that they had more traditional secret color breaks, and it seems like that has been very well received, which I am very happy to see. And we're hoping we will be continuing this in the future going forward.
No, absolutely. And everything's on the table as far as any secret that exists out there. Again, we want to make sure that we're finishing this collection. Understand that there's some War for Cybertron Tetrajets that we haven't done yet. That's not off the table. A new 86 Tetrajet is not off the table. Again, we're still figuring these things all out as we mapped out 2028. So lots more to come. But for the first individual release for the main line, outside of the made-to-order model, which is a Pulse exclusive, still probably about 30 days to go on the made-to-order. Don't quote me on that, but again, you put your order in, you get it. That's the whole model. We want to make sure this is easier so you don't have to go across 5 different retailers to get all your seekers like it's been in the past. So we want to make sure this is, if you want it, you're able to get it. But to our first mainline release under the Generation 1 banner,
I think everybody will be very excited.
I think so too.
Yes, we have G1 Red Alert.
All newly tooled.
All newly tooled, because in the past, Red Alert has always just been a redeco off of Sideswipe, and so he has never actually been truly animation accurate. So, worked with Koki-san on this one, and we made sure that he actually has the car door wings coming off, and he has the tires on the shoulder to match his animation model. I think everybody will be really excited. Yes, this is kind of like our car version of the Seekers in a way, because there may be some more uses of this tool in the future. But yeah, obviously this is a very early reveal that we're plopping up here. So
another 2027 item.
Yes.
You can probably fill in the blanks, as Evan already alluded to, on the future of what this mold will be. But
marshaled into and
Oblivion. There's more to come. But again, we wanted to, when we were looking at 86, when doing the Seeker molds, we also wanted to get this mold out there as well, updated. So I personally love this one, and I love the ones that are coming to include. Well, I won't really. We have too many reveals here. I won't reveal anymore.
Okay, so moving on.
Yeah, so moving on. So Deluxe Wave 1 for 2027. Alicon, kind of an easy one here. Again, celebrating the 86 lineup this year, but for 27, continue to fill some of those gaps.
Yes.
Updating
this is
here.
A package refresh.
Yeah.
So, if anybody missed out on the previous version, this is the literal same mold. This is not a new mold. This is not a redeco. It is a package refresh. But everybody really seemed to enjoy this as a troop builder, so we wanted to make sure that it was more easily accessible and back out there.
Yep, pretty cut and dry with this one. I love this one.
Yeah.
Again, as you mentioned, great troop builder opportunity here. But then all newly tooled for another figure from the Transformers 1 film, Shockwave.
TF1 Shockwave. So now you have your main big baddies of the Cybertronian High Guard from the TF1 movie. So, worked with Masa-san on this, who is a brand new designer over at Takara Tomy. This was a very wonderful figure to work on. Like, I think Shockwave is a lot of everybody's favorite characters just because he's got the mono eye, he's very distinct, and he had a very interesting role in the movie, we'll say. So we're happy to continue bringing out more Transformers 1 figures because we all love that movie and we wanted to make sure that we're supporting it.
And double dipping on Shockwave. So Shockwave fans, rejoice. 2 figures coming in 2027. All newly tooled. And then, again, kind of filling out that 86 lineup, we've got 86 Wheelie at Deluxe.
We do. So this was the redeco everybody expected. Well, obviously, we built in the animation accurate head into the retro card mold that we used previously. Worked with Kunihiro-san on this. I don't know if anybody feels that they need more wheelies, but I hope you do, because I like this wheelie. So, this figure turned out great. It's taking our mini bots and beefing them up to deluxe as we have been, and everybody seems to really be enjoying it. So, please, I hope you do enjoy it.
Yeah, and then I believe finally one again a
secret.
very early 2027 reveal.
Showing the breadth of studios.
Showing the breadth and really kind of the new strategy of introducing comic books into Studio Series. So the first one obviously was Energon Universe Optimus Prime. We already talked about how we're expanding more Energon Universe figures, but we know the love for IDW in particular. So
there's always someone in a top 3 list. That
and Nautica, like. Yeah. I feel like every time I see, like, what figure would you like to see? Like, Nautica is constantly mentioned, so here she is.
In the past, she had only ever received a partial off of our Titans Return Blur, so everybody was really hoping to get a dedicated mold, and we are happy to bring that to you now.
All newly tooled.
All newly tooled. I worked with Yuya-san over at Takara Tomy on this figure. She will come with her wrench/spanner. Apologies that you can't see it in this image. This is literally my deco sheet render. That's why it's not on there, but... yeah, she still turns into her submarine mode. She is a standard deluxe. She has wonderful articulation. I hope you look forward to more IDW characters in the future.
Because they're
on the way.
They are coming. And not just IDW. Also, we're looking at all of the publishing runs out there.
Yep.
So now moving to Leader Wave. We've got package refresh, probably pretty predictable here, but seeing the success on the Dinobots.
Yeah.
And if you get one, you really got to get them all. So again, just a great figure. I think this is probably not my favorite character of the Dinobots, but my favorite figure from the Dinobots that you did for 86 liter scale. So Swoop, of course, here. So again, this is all about just
a Hasui-san classic, essentially. Yeah. Number 1 asks that we always get for reruns are the Dinobots. So we always make sure to get them back out there for everybody. But moving on to the new news.
All newly tooled, the Last Night Megatron, which, if I'm not mistaken, this completes the Bayverse Megatrons. Right? Have we not? Well, you're making me doubt myself now.
Well, we'll just say sure.
Sure.
Add like an asterisk with a question mark. But this Megatron right here is for a celebration of the 10th anniversary of the film in 2027. Yep. So that's one of the reasons that we wanted to do it, for sure. And people are probably looking at the screen like, what the? There's a dragon on there. So, in the film, obviously, Megatron turns into a Cybertronian jet, but it was revealed through concept art that...
there were other plans as well.
In the beginning, his plan was for him to turn into a dragon, which made his robot mode made a lot more sense. And what we did here is that we made it so that you can combine all his accessories together to make like a little dragon companion. Worked with Kunihiro-san on this. We think it's a fantastic figure. We added in extra articulation into the hands so he can do very dynamic sword posing. So he can make sure to do epic duels against our Optimus Prime that we had done at the same scale.
Yeah, so that's your leader scale.
That is.
Now I was already talking about the top 2 reveals. I think Shredhead, again, 1 or 2 depending on your fandom.
Gotcha.
So for Titan, obviously Grimlock just like we revealed this last year at Comic-Con, and you brought out the model.
Yeah.
Hitting shelves, I think now it's kind of sprinkling out there depending on where you live.
Yep.
And we already talked about, yes, we're doing all 4 of them. And to prove that, we are revealing the next one, and that, of course, is...
These are Scorn. Yes. These are also very early renders as we are currently in development. Anybody who is currently attending San Diego Comic-Con, we will have revealed the gray model.
Yep.
So this deco is sort of in progress right now, but we have Scorn, the next of our Titan Dinobots, the next biggest one.
The next biggest one.
Yeah, on the scale chart.
Intentional.
Yes.
Very intentional.
Worked with Ajima-san on this, so he will have a ratcheting tail whip thing that he had in the film, and he turns into a Spinosaurus. Many of the quills on the Spinosaurus are 5mm ports, so you can impale things on them if you would like. He did it in the film.
Yeah,
he does like a roll, and then he just impales things. You can't mostly do that, but you can at least impale things on his spines. But it's a fantastic Titan figure. It will pair wonderful with your Grimlock if you happen to get the Grimlock, and we're going to continue to do all 4 and make sure they get out there.
So, already started development for the one in 28. There's only 2 left, so you got a 50-50 shot on guessing what is the next one.
Flip that coin.
That's right. So, again, you'll see some gray model photos coming online very soon after our panel. But yeah, so our second Titan scale Dinobot.
Yep.
Pretty fascinating to think that, like, nearly halfway there already. It feels like I know there's a lot more to go, but But yeah, and then I think lastly, the only thing to not maybe a sexy reveal as many people want to see, but confirming that we are actively in development on a HasLab.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of any teasers we want to give. I'll just say Mark is working on it.
Mark is working on it. Made to orders are not replacing a HasLab.
Yes, thank you for clarifying that.
They are just a separate exclusive that we are doing through Pulse, but there will be a HasLab announcement later in the future.
Yes, and the plan is for this year.
Yes.
For the announcement, development is well underway, so hoping to keep that schedule, and hopefully we'll have some updated news for you very soon. But that was a lot, but that is kind of what you're going to see from the panel. So again, we want to make sure if you're not here, you get to still take a part in the panel and the reveals. Again, you're going to see all sorts of photos flood the internet right after our panel, and what's the update, what we have in the case. But really excited about what we have in, even this year, of course, but also what we revealed in 27. We've already started working on 2028 stuff, which is hard to believe. I think our 28 line is absolutely unbelievable. And so excited to continue to be working on these Transformers figures, and so thankful for your support and your fandom, and hope to talk to many of you here at Comic-Con. But other than that, I think that's it from me and Evan. And until next time, we're all out.